babe. I never want once from the cherry tree. It's my baby, sweet as can be. She give me 2 days just from kissing me. Okay, I woke up at 5:38 this morning. 5:38. And having back issues and stuff. Kundalini. There's a lot of Kundalini reset stuff happening, which could affect the light inside of humanity. The Kundalini is going through an extreme update in order to keep up with the 7. The 7 were born the 22nd. Right? What's today's date? The 7 were born on the 22nd. Okay? I don't have much time to talk because we're going to the market. Mommy, no que tira ka. Hi, Annie. Hey, it's me, Anton. Hey, Anton. Are you going to market with us today? I sure am. I'm excited to eat some berries and fruits. Fruits and berries, berries and fruits. You're so cute. Pinch on my left and pinch on my right. Grab Anton's hand and hold on tight. When we go to the market, we go small. It's like Gabby. Anyway, dream, really quick. Yesterday's dream? Well, it wasn't. I'm not going to talk about that part. I'm going to talk about one. There was a guy. This is a shush. Okay. So I'll be quiet on him. My dad? Okay. Dad. So I was on my patio because yesterday was a hard day. I was in so much pain for the last 2 days because I was giving birth to the 7 powers. And then on top of that, I had to give birth 3 times after that. It was like ripping every atom off of me. Like star value, getting it down to the nitty gritty, then setting that shit on fire 7 times. Then on top of that, they're going to come through 3 more times, pouring ether water, which ether water is like pouring gasoline on fire. So my ass is burning the fuck up. No fucking indication of what the fuck is going on. It just happened like a domino. Boom, final domino. I'm on my bed. My legs open, spread. I'm eagling it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, what pain is this? It was like every birth of every person on the earth. I felt all of it. Everyone who was ever born. Throughout every lifetime. Everything. I felt the ripping, the tearing, the all through time. It's like I took a piece of everybody's soul and just was like, okay. We're mixing all of this together in a pot. It was really, really, really painful. And I got mad at Thoth yesterday. I was like, why y'all always do this? I'm birthing the human consciousness all by myself. And that was pretty ungrateful of me to say. Very ungrateful because I have a lot of spirits around me. And I'm no longer a political prisoner, so I can say whatever I want. I'm the president of the United Situations. I'm gonna come up with a better name. I don't want it to be America, even though America was the goddess. No. I'm gonna make a new name. Then do it. Okay. So yesterday's dream. After I had a talk with Thoth, and I was like, you don't even support me. I'm like, I'm birthing these people by myself. All these 7 by myself. Killing myself. I feel it every single ache in my whole fucking body. I'm still having Kundalini issues and back issues. Can't sleep. Because I have to birth their Kundalini as well. The Kundalini takes a little bit of time for each one because it's like building blocks up like a ladder. So you gotta formulate it correctly based on their history and their future. So you have to live their whole life for them in order to bring it back here and line it up on a ladder of Kundalini. So it's been tough. So I was very ungrateful. And he didn't like that. He was irritated at me. He was irritated. But hey, I apologized. I really am sorry that I be forgetting the dark side because I'm so focused on finding the light. So after that happened, this is the dream that happened. I was out on my balcony and I saw my dad in a tree. He had binoculars and he was going like this. And with his binoculars. And I was like, Dad, Zani, is that you? He go, yeah. And then I go, what's going on? I was like, he was like, it's all true. All of it's true. We're watching you right now. No worry, we're watching you. And I was like, come on up, let's go. He goes, he was talking about Ken dolls and some stuff like that. And basically, yeah, all my family members started getting all the dolls for them. I said, this is my Mama Peggy, this is Tara, this all my dolls. I just pack it up, just my bears. And they came up and I don't remember. I switched to another dream. I was in an insane asylum. I was in a motherfucking insane asylum. I heard thought across the street. He was across the street. I was like, oh shit, I need to rescue him. I need to go take care of him. And I started to run. And the dude from the new Dungeons and Dragons, he also played Captain Kirk. He had to run. He ran hella fast. I was like, damn, I'm fast in the dream world, but he was catching up with me. He was like, no. He was like, no, don't go. Because I'm thinking that it's because of Jamaica. Like that was a part of in a timeline where I was going to fly to Jamaica. But if I set foot out of the United States, I would have an issue claiming my throne or something like that. You can't escape the asylum, the insane asylum. But it was like Adam's Family, dark as shit, like hella scary. And on the other side, it was still dark too. But I got angry and I lit on fire in the dream, and the people started to come and try to put me out. Because every time I lit fire, it's like these orderlies would come and try to put me out. And I'm like, this motherfucking state, this country was an insane asylum. You was insane if you chose to be here. Shit. But once I figured out I had a lot of fucking power, like Magneto type shit, like I could take over the plasma in somebody's body. I could take over the fucking juice that comes from their fucking pineal gland and make it dry by just looking at them in the eye. They had me in a padded room. I could do shit. Oh my gosh. They had my spirit in a padded fucking room at one point in time. It was all white. And I was like, you know what I could do with white? I could travel ether. I could travel ether on the wings of an eagle. I don't even need to do nothing. I was like, thanks, guys. Now I get to get all my work done. I ain't got to worry about eating. I ain't got to worry about shitting. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I just got a blank room. Thank you. That's creator. Shit. So over this insane asylum, it's just been like uncoding insanity. Just like you had to uncode the 7 deadly sins. I uncoded the insanity. I'm like, nigga, please. Let me get on the playing field. Y'all done. Let me get on the playing field. I'm about to do some Dungeons and Dragons type shit. Yo, I hooked up with Monkey Boy, and he has some information. So did my son, because my son's a coder. He's a coder. He's a coder. He's good. That boy good. But I hooked up the memory bank because they was coding reality through spiritual reality or fantasy. So I went into the world of dorkdom, the kingdom of dorkdom, and you could play the game in your mind without having to play the game. You just have to overthink everybody. So once you overthink everybody, they got to put you at the head of the table to play with the big dudes. So I played with the big dudes and I was trying to cheat. So I said one thing, something about some power that not many people know about that stacked on top of my power, which made me turn into something. I don't know, dragon, something, whatever. And then I ended up winning the game just by fantasy, playing it in the fantasy realm. That's just fun. It's really fun. Yeah, it's really fun. So, yeah, my dad ended up coming up, and then we go baby. She's on her way. Let me just talk about the birth a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna. So, I was at this gate, right? It was underwater, and I was at this gate. So I'm opening the gate, and I'm like, "Come on, come on, come on!" And the Evans dude ended up handing me an underwater light in this dark cave, in this darkness. And I used it, and I lit the flame so that all of these bushes, not just that one, the whole zodiac bushes started in a circle, started lighting up in a circle. And then I was in the middle with one bush. And so when people were coming through the gate, they had to go through the zodiac sign this way and come up to the head to form where this like heart is, right? So then they go to the top and they jump in the head. They jump in the head first. They jump in the head. And what happened after that? I was laying down. I felt like I was underwater, and I screamed. You know the Hozier's album Shrike cover? It felt like that. But like my eyes were like crystal clear, like light. Look. Yeah, that was cool. Crystal clear light, right? And then I had. So after they got in the head and I screamed underwater, my light eyes lit up. I exploded. And I arrived on this bitch. I was up here. But I'm telling y'all, I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain. I was about to go to the doctor, and I hate the doctor. They would just been like, "Ma'am, it's phantom pain. We just can give you some medicine, but I already know what them niggas would have said. It's phantom pain." I'm like, have you ever felt a kick in the nuts? Because that's what I'm going to show you, doc. I'm going to show you a kick in the nuts. And you tell me if that's phantom or not. Or not. Okay? Let's do it. Matter of fact, I'm going to code you in the system as a feminine on the back end. And every time you take a shit, sir, it's going to feel like you're birthing a fucking whale out of your butthole. Okay? And then you tell me who's real, what's fake. Then you tell me who's real and who's fake. So I got up here and I was just like, no. I was like, what kind of fuckery is this? What kind of fuckery is this? Okay. I mean, other than that one, kid from The Bear, the show The Bear on FX with Philip Gallagher. Him, Anton, and one other dude. I don't know what their energies are, but they be hanging out together. And I saw one of them. It wasn't Anton, and it wasn't the bear dude, but I had in my memory to tag them to talk to them. And I think I added the bear dude, and then did I add? Oh, Anton passed in this sequence. He's already back. I wonder who he won there. Anyway, and then the other dude, for some reason, I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say who it was, which is weird. But I woke up and all I saw was his eyes, blue eyes, just staring. and then disappeared. And all I saw was eyes. And I said, I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. I'm not stupid. But he just disappeared. When I was after I went to sleep after giving birth, I felt so like down. I was like, I hate this shit. I hate doing it by myself. The spirits were there. All right, let's look at the State of the Union really quick then. We're on our way. Open sequence. Wow. They got to be on hella channels at once. The president. I need a new puppet. I want Daddy to birth a new puppet for me. Pick a name. It doesn't matter. I just want a new puppet. What is it? Yeah. Yeah. Just with my speeches, I could put people in danger, and I don't want to put people in danger. Yeah. Yeah. Tell them I'm watching them. Tell them I'm watching you. Oh. Chicano. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna put on a new sequence on the outside. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. The other dream. I had heck of them. I just don't think it's relevant. Okay, hold on. Accessing backend files. Open. Okay, so me and both were in a room. It was like a white room, and it had big chandeliers, like it was a wedding party venue. And I'm sitting across from him, and I'm sipping tea. And I look at him, and I go, "Is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Is this real?" It was like a quantum like fold, like a fold. It was like a move. And after this fold happened, I came back to myself, and I was like, "Holy shit! Did I just travel time?" It was like I echoed all of the spirits in one form back to the moment. And then he looks at me. He grabs my hand, the other hand I'm not sipping the tea in, and he squeezes, and he's like, "Can you feel this? Can 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 you feel this?" And he's back. I was like, yeah, it feels more real than anything. And wow. As I sat there and he squeezed my hand and he said this, and his eyes lit up. And then I looked into him and I saw like time. I looked in and I saw like splits off of time. And then he's like, these are my favorite memories. So I go into his eyes and I access his favorite memories. And I was in awe, I was in shock. And most of his memories were like some of my favorite memories, And I talked about one of the memories last night you go back on my page. It was the first time I went to the moon to go visit. And I woke up this morning early and I watched Somebody Feed Phil across the sea and the land. I watched that and he was in Ireland. And I saw my form just walking around. Just walking everywhere. I saw it in quantum reality. I saw my whole self. Me walking around. And then I went to the water, to the ocean, and I drained it. And I pulled out some fabric. It was lit. I pulled out fabric. And then I birthed the ocean again. And then turned on a light. So it like never happened. I was like, how many bodies do I have? How many avatars do I have? My body, I was walking everywhere there. I don't even know why. I know I buried a couple avatars there. Some of my darker avatars in Ireland. But I kept looking around, just being like, I feel like I know this place. I feel like this isn't the right fabric. I kept saying, this isn't the right fabric. You lift the fabric off of this reality, it's fucking extremely advanced, But it was just beer and happiness. I'm like, okay. And then in the show, they had these twins that had hella energy. They had hella energy, and they was jumping in the water like dolphin ass people. I was like, I had twins in fucking Ireland a long time ago, but recently, but a long time ago. 2 boys. That is so funny. That was so funny. I love Phil. Phil be letting me get into his body. He move his yamka. I get in. I'm like, I want to taste that. Go, bye. I was like, I want to taste that, please. He's like, okay. I love Phil. I love him. Oh my god. He's so dorky and like weird. When he really likes something, he goes like this. He's so cute. And then he brought his wife with him to Ireland because she's half Irish. And she hecka cute. And she's so fun. She's so fun. Oh my gosh. He lucked the fuck out. She was all dancing her. She didn't care nothing. She was like a little kid. And then he started dancing with her. And it was so cute. I was like, you guys are so cute. Wow. He gets to walk around the world eating all the foods he wants. He be going to some real good places. Somebody feed that. Somebody feed that man. So yeah, we were sitting there and I go through his favorite memories in time. And I'm like in this parallel sense of understanding in a gold white sense, right? We were it was like he was in my head and I was in his head, but it was dream realm in. So it was like, if you ever get past lovemaking in the dream realm, that's where you go. You go to the home, comfort zone. If you pass the lust field, I want one of those ice creams. 12. if you get past the love field, lovecraft, the lust field in the dream realm, and you don't indulge, you go somewhere more secure. And you can make love in the secure field. And when you do that, that's confirming your union at God's feet. And that is a whole fucking ritual that I'm not going over, but that ritual is intense. It's very intense. It's intense. All I know, there's milk, there's honey, oh shit, somebody feed that man. Oh, Chico honey. So yeah, when there. So when we did, after we confirmed the union, there was a cross, some kind of cross. And the cross had the 4 sections, of course, but a middle bullseye. It was a Taurus bull eye. Turned the Taurus bull eye on the outside and flipped it and pinned it as facing this way. It was facing this way. And then after the Taurus bull's eye, I snapped back into my own form. Snapped back into my own form. And I carried my energy from that fuzzy, great moment to my body. And I'm sitting. And for some reason, the tea that I had gone cold. Ice. Like cold. Like it turned into ice. And I looked at it. And then he goes, oh, that's one of your powers. I said, what? What is one of my powers? He goes, you could freeze time. So you could physically freeze things. And I was like, can I heat it up? And he goes, put it in the other hand. I put it in the other hand and it melted and turned. And it was hot as fuck. I was like, yo. He goes, you have both positive and negative electronic energy. He says, I have your attributes and you have my attributes. And so what you could do with your left, I could do with my right. What you could do with your right, I could do with my left. He goes, that's how we find the balance of this dance, this cosmic dance. I don't know nothing about cosmic dancing yet. I know about physical dance a little bit, but I have to translate it back up top. And I have to look at my movements and decode all of the movements that I have on Earth in order to retag it in the ether. It's wild. It's a lot of work. We're coming down. Hello? All right, I gotta go. Talk more soon. Love you.